Hello everyone, it's Father Leo here with Plating Grace and a message to the world to encourage you as we are dealing with this coronavirus pandemic, something that we've never experienced before, at least on this scale, and with all of the conflicting news perhaps and some confusion and certainly a lot of fear. The one thing I want to do is to give you some encouragement. And that word encouragement comes from the Latin word cor, which means heart, and core, which means to put your heart back into you. Because sometimes with all of the bad news and perhaps even very tragic personal news of people who you know are sick or have died, I want you to know that God is still very much with us, and our prayers can certainly help keep ourselves encouraged, but also our prayers can be petitions to support everyone who's trying to fight this virus on our behalf. From the government to the medical and scientific professionals to all of the civic servants who are trying to keep peace. And even I'm thinking of the people in the grocery stores who are trying to restock. But I'm also thinking of people who are hurting in a unique way. The hospitality industry. I'm looking at them, and many of them are asking for prayers because this is the time of the year when they're preparing for their summer celebrations and their summer slowdowns. Financially, everyone is being impacted. Even our organization is being impacted because during this time, we're usually giving missions, and this accounts for over 40% of the Plating Grace budget, even to support the Table Foundation. So there's a lot going on. But you know what? I'm not going to let this bad news discourage me, take my heart out. In fact, I look at this year 2020, and it started off rough, didn't it? But I'm just thinking that maybe God is using these times as signs of the times. For example, in 9/11, 911, that, at least in the United States, is the number that we call for an emergency when we really need help. And at that time, it was our way of just begging God for help. In this year, 2020, I see it almost as a divine reminder that we need our eyes checked because we are blind, because of our perspective, because of perhaps the political confusion, because of our lack of choosing to learn something, maybe learn about other people. The fact is, we don't have 2020 vision. And maybe this is God's way of reminding us that we need to keep our eyes fixed on Him, because through Jesus, we can actually get some clarity. And why? Because Jesus even told us that there will be plagues and epidemics, wars and floods and earthquakes. But He told us never to lose heart, that He is with us. And for all of those people who aren't able to even get to Mass and to receive communion, this should create a deeper hunger in you so that you know of the great gift. And the only way that we're going to receive that gift is if we are hungry for it. However, you can always stay tuned because I'm going to try to make my daily Mass available online, generally on Facebook, either in the morning or at 5 p.m., depending on when my schedule will allow. But I will definitely let people know on all of our social media platforms. And just to remind people once again that our hunger for God is a good thing. And the more we keep our eyes fixed on Christ, the more 2020 will not be a year that really discourages us, but a year where we're going to see more clearly how the cross in Jesus' hands actually become a sign of hope for all of us who are hungry for that. Trust in my prayers for you. Thank you for being a part of our mission. If you want to support us in any way, all you got to do is go to platinggrace.com/support. And some of that is certainly going to go to supporting the hospitality industry. And I'm also going to try to organize a small group of volunteers who is going to actually put some gift baskets or some care packages together for the homeless. Because a lot of these panhandlers on the streets are usually benefiting by a lot of traffic. There's none of that these days. We're all trying to do our part to make sure that the body of Christ is healthy beginning with our own heart and making sure our vision is 2020 fixed on Jesus. Thanks for listening. Trust in my prayers, and God bless all of you.